Hello everyone. I feel like I should start off this video with apologizing because I have been MIA. Oh my god, it's been months since I last uploaded or even recorded a video, right? I know I did kind of say that I was going to be consistent with this whole YouTube journey, but trust me, YouTube is not easy and life just kind of happened. So firstly, I just really want to apologize. The goal, with opening this YouTube channel was to actually get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and it is October already, and it's not looking it's not looking so nice. But I feel like a lot can happen in 2 months. Hopefully, I stay consistent, and you guys actually do like the videos that I put up, and hopefully this community will grow as I've always wanted it to. Yeah, so firstly, please, I am so sorry for being MIA, and I will try my best to upload at least one video a week. Don't hold me on this, don't hold me on this, or at least one video a week. Let's start off with that and see how it goes. So without making this video longer than it should be, hello everyone, my name is Chinonto Onigbula. I am the managing director and a pharmacist at Florax Pharmacy and Stores here in Lagos, Nigeria. Okay, so what is today's video going to be about? Today's video is going to be about contraception, and in particular oral emergency contraception, because from experience with practicing in Nigeria, I've come to see that we ladies have kind of abused the oral emergency contraception, which we all know here in Nigeria as your morning after pill. Popular brands are Postino 2, Post Pill, and the likes. Please, disclaimer, this video is not trying to say any negative thing about the brands in particular. The video is just about the abuse I have come to notice about taking oral your plan B's, your Postino 2s, and the rest, because obviously it's easily accessible and all of that. But do you know that your morning after pills might not be safe for you? If you're interested in knowing how, please continue watching. Okay, so what is contraception? I think I have started off with contraception from my other video where I talked about how to calculate your safe period, which is another form of contraception. It is known as the calendar method. If you haven't watched that video, please go back and watch it. I'll link it up somewhere. But it's a very in-depth video. I really took my time and explained how you can calculate your safe period, because with calculating your safe period you can know when to have sex, when not, when to have sex if you're trying for a baby, when not to have sex if you are not. Yes, so please go and check out that video. So back to this video, right? Contraception is basically just ways or methods of preventing pregnancy, right? There are different types. There are different types to choose. That I don't know why in Nigeria we have stuck to the post pills and the Postino 2s, because we feel like it's the safest, but it's actually not the safest form. In my own opinion, I might be wrong, or another health professional might say otherwise, but in my own opinion, it is not the safest form of contraception. So like I said, there are different types of contraception. We have the physical ones, which are like your condoms, your spermicides. I don't think that is as popular in Nigeria. Anyways, in Florax Pharmacy, we do have a brand of non-hormonal kind of spermicidal contraception. 1 minute. I'm talking about this. As you can see, this is already open because somebody is using it I don't know the person that is using it, but somebody is using it, right? This is called VCF, vaginal contraceptive gel. There are two types. Comes as the gel like form. I don't know if you can see this. I think you can see this like this here, right? There are two types. Comes as this and also comes as this, right? So it comes as the gel form and it comes as the film form, right? So the gel forms come, 10 packs in a box like this, right? So my issue rather with the morning after pill or your postnatal or your post pill is the fact that it is hormonal. So it messes up with your hormonal system, which is like one of the main reasons I feel like it is not safe, for us, because I'll get to that. Let me not miss my train of thought. So I just want to show you how this works. This is the gel one. So basically it just comes like this. You open up your wrap, right? You open up your wrap, right? So when you open up your wrap, you have something like this, the two like this. You just put this in this, right? Open up this cap, right? I know most of us have used the vaginal creams. Yes, vaginal creams and vaginal tablets. So basically that's how it is, right? So after you remove the blue cap, which is like the seal, and you put this into the pack because it is already pre-filled, so the gel is in somewhere like this. So you insert this into your vagina and you push the plunger. When you push the plunger, you can see that there's a gel like substance that comes, right? So this gel substance is what actually is like a spermicidal agent, right? So it would kill any sperm cell that obviously it comes in contact with. It is active for 3 hours. It will kill any sperm cell it comes in contact with within that 3 hours of unprotected sex. So that's how the gel like one works. I haven't opened this. Just 1 minute. This is the film one. I just want to show you how it works. They are both available at Florax Pharmacy in Lagos, Lekki, Lagos. Also in our branch in Aja, Lagos. It comes with a leaflet on how to use it. So if you are not understanding what I am saying, you can obviously get more explanation on it that way. So this is the gel like one, right? This is the gel like one. Sorry, not my bad. The film like one, right? Comes like sheets films. So basically always have insect all your insectables, be it this one, be it your clotrimazole, your vaginal insertion tablets or cream. Please always have clean hands before you use it. So basically you just tear it open. I feel like this is less messier, right? This is less messier, but basically it is the same same mechanism. It works the same way basically. So when you open it, you get the film. This is the film. Oyibosha, Oyibosha, just see this thing. Just see this thing. This is how this thing is going. It's going to work wonders. I can already like smell the spermicidal agent in it, right? So these are the films. Basically all you have to do is just push this in as far as you can push it into your vagina. So this obviously will melt into that gel-like substance or whatever form that it is supposed to work in, as how you saw the previous one. So basically it is the same thing. Obviously I can't use this anymore. Once you open it, you have to obviously use it. If you do not use it immediately, you have to trash it, right? So that's how they both work. We have two forms available. We have the film form and we have the gel form. So that aside, back to our video, right? So I was talking about different types of contraceptives that are available. We have the condoms also. Condoms are easily available over the counter in pharmacies, in supermarkets, right? You have injections, you have injectables. Those ones last like 3, 6, even 5, 3 months, 6 months, 3 years, even 5 years, right? You have patches, you have the IUDs that you insert, that last very long time. So they are such a there's a lot for us to pick that. So I don't know why we have stuck to using just one type, right? So I feel like a lot of us don't know that there are also other forms or other types of alternatives that might even be better for you for us to use. That's why we have stuck to the post pills and the post not too. But I hope that I'm going to make this a series anyways. I'm going to try as much as possible to talk about different types that are available for us here in Nigeria so that you can make your choice. Right. So types of oral contraceptions. We have the daily oral contraception. That's the one that usually come as a 30 tab or 28 tab sheet with, like, different small brown or cream, type of tablets in it. Those are the daily ones, the ones you are supposed to take every day at the same time every day, right? Every day, even if you're having sex or not, you're supposed to take it every day. I think common brands in Nigeria are microgenome or Michael. I don't know how that is pronounced. I am not from Obodoyibo. I'm from Imo State, Owerri. Anyways, and we also have the emergency the oral emergency contraception, which is what I am going to be particular about in this video. So and why am I particular about that? Because that is the one that I have seen, is being misused and abused here in Nigeria, right? So popular brands, like I said, Postinotu, Postpill, Backup, right? Now, how first of all, these emergency contraception were not made for primary contraception. That's why they are emergency contraception, meaning that they were made as a backup if the primary one failed. So let's say you were using a condom and you found out that the condom actually did tear or burst or whatever, then you should take your emergency contraceptions, your plan B. Or for example, you're on a daily contraception, so the daily tab, right? And you missed a dose, because once you miss a dose, you basically have messed up that one for the month. Then you should use your emergency pill. But apparently most of us do not know that. I don't know if I've said this before, but I've seen ladies coming like almost every week, right, to buy Postinotu. And from conversation, from engagement, I've been able to explain, one or two things. But like, how many people do I really, sometimes, like, people walking and, they don't even look like people that I can, talk to. And so that's really what this community is supposed to be about. Like, you should be able to come on here, and if you're looking for informations like this, be able to come on here and find such information. So back to what I was saying. So that's why they were made as emergency, as a backup, right? So how do they even work? So usually there are two popular types. There are the ones with the generic names called levonorgestrel, right? They're the ones with the generic name called levonorgestrel. So your brands like Postinotu, Postpill, Backup, and the rest, they fall under that one. Levonorgestrel is the generic name, is the active ingredient, right? Now, there's also another one that is called Ella1. That's the brand name, Ella1. It's called ulipristal acetate. Yeah, I go school. Jokes. Anyway, that is called ulipristal acetate, right? So that is Ella1. It's not as popular, but it is still, a form of, an emergency contraception. And that one actually lasts longer. So that one is effective up to 5 days, right? So 0 to 5 days, ela-1 ulipristal acetate is effective. But for the levonorgestrel, your postinor 2, your post pill, it is effective from 0 to 3 days, 0 to 72 hours. So as obviously as the day goes by, it becomes less active, right? So it won't be as active on your third day. It won't be as active as you taking it immediately after sex, right? So that is how they are programmed. That's how they were made. Now the main mechanism of action, or how it works to prevent pregnancy, is that it inhibits ovulation, right? If you do not know what ovulation is, please go back to my other video where I talked about how to calculate your safe period. I explained almost all the terminologies that I will probably be using in this series, so it will be good for you to go back to those videos and watch it. Ovulation obviously is that window that you are very fertile, that your eggs have been released and they are ready to accept the sperm cell. So that is how emergency contraceptions work. They inhibit ovulation. So now look at it, because I've actually read somewhere where once you're already ovulating, the chances of your postinor 2, your post pill, and the rest not working is almost 100%. I have had, not just from reading books, I also heard like experiences where, oh, someone was like, oh, they'll come and be like, oh no, I don't want postinor 2, I want post pill. I'll be like, oh, why do you prefer one to another? Oh, I used postinor 2 the other time, it did not work for me. It's not that postinor 2 did not work for you, it is the timing of when you took that emergency contraception, right? Because all of the people prefer one to another, and most of the time the reason why you're preferring one to another is not right? Because I've had people that did take it when they were ovulating already and it did not work, right? So that is how it's supposed to work. It inhibits ovulation, it stops ovulation. So if you are already ovulating and you are using postinor 2 as your primary contraception, it will not work, right? Because you're already ovulating. Yes, so that is how it works. Now imagine if you don't even know when you are ovulating and you take that chance of taking your postinor 2 or post pill. What if you were ovulating and you did not know how to calculate it, or you don't know and you take it as your primary form? Obviously the probability of it working for you is like almost zero, right? Thirdly, have you noticed that when you take postinor 2 or post pill, it disrupts your hormone? It happens to 99% of ladies that take postinor 2, because I have noticed that even when you take postinor 2 or post pill or the likes, you don't take hormonal balancing supplements like evening primrose and the likes. Also, have you noticed that when you take postinor 2 or post pill and the likes, it disrupts your whole circle, it disrupts your hormones. You break out, your period comes earlier, or your period comes later than it should have. And even after your period, a few days after your period, you could still see spotting, or like a week after, you could still see blood stains on your panties and whatnot, and you are scared, or because I have seen a customer that has come in and she was like, oh, I finished my period but I started seeing blood and all. I was like, and I asked her, oh, did you take so and so before your period came and all of that? She was like, oh yeah. Like, I'm like, that is probably one, just watch it. Usually it stops in a few days, in 1 or 2 days, it's the spotting or bleeding or whatever stops. But why do you want that stress of that happening when there are safer options out there? So postinor 2 or post pill levonorgestrel disrupts your hormone, disrupts your cycle. So imagine if the calendar method was like your primary form of contraception, and then you now take postinor 2 or post pill and it messes that up. You basically have to do your recalculation again, because your hormones are off the chart, your circle is whack right now. So yeah, it really messes with your hormone, and it's because of that hormonal issue that I really do not like this form contraception, right? Also, postnol 2 has been found, or levonorgestrel has been found to cause breast cancer in some women, right? That did take that pill for up to 5 years. So if you have a family history of breast cancer in your family, I would definitely tell you to avoid posting or to post pill and the likes, right? So I think that's about it on the misuse. So in summary, basically, there are other safer options out there if you must have unprotected sex. Obviously, this form of contraception does not prevent STIs, STDs, and the rest, HIV or whatever sexually transmitted things are out there in Lagos now that I heard is like handshake. So there are other safer options there if you must have unprotected sex. The hormonal imbalance it causes is not worth it. The scare of risk of breast cancer that it causes is not worth it. The effectiveness of it not even being a primary form of contraception is not worth it. So like I usually say here, I can't force you to do what you want to do, but I'm just here to spread the good news, right? Yeah, spread the good news out there. If that is still what you're comfortable with, oh my darling, by all means carry on. But I just feel like there are safer options out there that you can actually use. You know what, maybe someone should tell me the next one talk about. Just maybe go on, if you have been thinking of one that you are probably wanting to know about, probably just put it down in the comment section and tell me talk about it. I'll definitely talk about it, the pros and the cons, if you should do that, right? Yeah, so this is, I think I've come to the end of this video. I'm pretty tired already, actually. Yeah, if you have any question to ask me, oh please put it down in the comment section. I will definitely answer your questions. I'm here for you guys. So yeah, this is the end of the video. Please, if you have not subscribed, you know the goal now, you know the mission. 1K subscribers by the end of the year. We can do this. There's still 2 months in the calendar, right? So we can do this. If you like this video, please like, thumbs up. Do the thumbs up button. I don't even, like, I've even forgotten all the things that they say. Hey God, please click the thumbs up button. That's to like, right? Yeah. Yeah, comment, share it, please subscribe. I love you guys. See ya.